Hi, Alan Stratton from Woodturning. I've had a lot of questions from viewers since I started using this Beall Triple Buffing System on my projects. I like the results that it is producing, but there's a mistake that I made that you may well want to avoid if you've decided to get a buffing system. This system, as is, consists of a steel shaft with a number 2 Morse taper on this end, which fits of course my headstock, and then a shaft that has spacers and threaded so that each buffing wheel is put onto the shaft, and then for use it just goes in to there and pull up the tailstock and you're ready to go. And it works fine for the outside of projects or for spindle projects. If it is a real tight corner, there's a little bit of a problem that you may run into the shaft if you get too rambunctious, if you will. In use, use 3 separate wheels, and it's important not to apply the wrong compound to the wrong wheel. So this compound is Tripoli, and it is to one wheel that is dedicated to Tripoli. After using the Tripoli, you move to another wheel, which is the white diamond, which puts has a even finer grit, polish it up, and then finally, when you're near done, this is Carnauba wax on the final wheel of this system. Now, the mistake I made was in thinking that I could use this for bowls, but in actuality, with these buffing wheels with the shaft here really do not go inside of a bowl very well, or it has to be a very shallow bowl. So what I had to then get was a different setup that I could use for bowls. And I keep this up on my wall in a hanger so that I don't have to dismantle it each time. For the bowls, there's an extender that goes onto the headstock, and then 3 buffs. This is, of course, the Tripoli, because you see the residual compound on it. That is threaded in. And you're ready to buff the inside of a bowl, or with a small diameter at the outside. Of course, with a smaller diameter wheel on here, you need to run this at a higher speed to have the equivalent results. When you're done with the Tripoli, fairly easy to take it off and switch to the white diamond, and when you're done with that, to switch to the Carnauba wax. So essentially the same thing. But what I realized afterwards, after buying this, is that they also sell wheels, 8-inch wheels, that are the same as these, which then go on to the end of this extender. So that instead of being on one system, I would have the extender and then individual buffing wheels. Now, the advantage of that, in my opinion, is that you have complete freedom around the front to be able to maneuver your project. So, my mistake was I bought this system thinking it could do all of it. It can't do the inside. And then I bought this system, which enables me to do the inside of bowls. What I think I should have done is to buy the bowl buffing system and then the wheels that go onto this extender. I think I would be money ahead with that option. Although there is a lot of convenience to having the 3-on-1 for just spindle projects or the exterior of bowls. So that's my experience. Beyond that, just make sure that you do have dedicated to each wheel, a wheel to each respective compound. You don't want Tripoli on your white diamond and white diamond in your Carnauba wax. I don't think you'd appreciate the results. In use, the final reminder is wear a face shield. There's all kinds of fibers that are coming off of the wheel as it spins and as you apply it to your surface, and make sure that you wear a dust mask, because the The particles of this are very fine and no sense taking any chances. So that's my experience with the Beall Buffing System. I hope you make a good decision.